Grant celebration. Welcome everyone to the 2019 Miami County Foundation Fall Grant Distribution Ceremony. My name is Dave Larson, and I am privileged to be a member of the Board of Directors for the Miami County Foundation. I'm not the familiar face you typically see welcoming you to a grant celebration. Usually we get to have Dr. Dick Adams MC our events, and Dr. Adams had surgery recently, and so he's unable to be here today, so you'll have to struggle through this with me. But we promise Dr. Adams will be back in our spring grant distribution. The mission of the Miami County Foundation is to effectively assist, encourage, and promote the health, education, and welfare of the citizens of Miami County by soliciting, receiving, and administrating assets exclusively for their charitable needs. However, the foundation can probably best be described or defined by our motto, people helping people. And that is why we're here today, and that is the work that everybody in this room is doing. Some housekeeping information. The restrooms are out those doors back there. We'll go through how the grant distribution will process here in a moment. We have plenty of refreshments, so please stick around afterwards and enjoy those. The Miami County Foundation has been around since 1985, and at the first grant distribution in 1986, we handed out $15,000 in grants. Today, we will be distributing 110 grants, totaling $336,633. To date, the Miami County Foundation has distributed over $8 million in grants and scholarships. Thank you on behalf of the Board of Directors and our Executive Director, Karen Eliason, for all the work you guys are doing in our communities. We are really excited today because we have 7 new organizations who are receiving their first Miami County Grant Foundation Award. At this point in time, we'd like to recognize County Line Christian Organization, Ludlow Falls Camp, Schnell Westfall Post 184 American Legion, Shoes for the Shoeless, Newberry Township, Reading for a Change, and Seeds of Hope. So thank you all for applying this time. The Miami County Foundation was established, as I mentioned, in 1985. It was established by Richard Hunt to honor his wife and 2 children. As we mentioned, his concept was simple: people helping people. The foundation has continued to grow, and we are proud to say that we're the only foundation in Miami County who supports the entire county. Over the years, we have been trusted with several designated scholarship funds to support Miami County students in their post-secondary pursuits. We manage several endowment funds for Miami County organizations, and we stand ready to help any charitable organization in Miami County who's out to do the work of people helping people. We do have several board members here with us today that I would like to recognize. Michael Moore, Angela Lewis, Lisa Baker, Jennifer Smith, Stacy Earhart, Carol Netsley-Coate, and Joe Duncan. And Justin Worcester. Sorry, Justin. We have a round of applause for our board members. Did I miss anybody besides Justin? Okay. To find out more information about the Miami County Foundation, or to find out how you can support our work, feel free to visit miamicountyfoundation.org, and there's plenty of information on our new website. In 2015, the foundation kicked off a business partnership program. This is an additional way to support the foundation as a sustaining supporter. We're proud to recognize our business partners: A.M. Leonard, Baird Funeral Home, Bruns General Contracting, Concrete Sealants, Edward Jones, Scott Oda, Evergreen Turf and Landscape, Excellence in Dentistry, Hems Glass Shop, Coverman's Daily Dickerson Insurance, KSM Metal Fabrication, Lopez Siebert and Pratt, Minster Bank, Mutual Federal Bank, Muzzy Broadcasting WPTW Radio, PSC Crane and Rigging, the Scott Family McDonald's, Trusted Brokers LLC, Trusted Transportation LLC, UBS, and Unity National Bank. Let's have a round of applause for our various partners. Now we want to get to the part we've been waiting for, the opportunity to recognize the organizations that are in the room today. What we will do is we will have you come up in rows and introduce yourself, the organization you're representing, and what the funds are going to be used for. We want to be pretty specific about how this is going to work so that because this is being filmed, that the people who are speaking are caught on camera. So we'll start on this side of the room, you'll come up, and you'll exit behind the podium after you introduce yourself and your program, and then walk around the back of the room to your seats, please. And so at this time, we will welcome our first row on up here.
Hi, I'm Nikki Jones, Assistant Principal at Troy Junior High, and I'm here with Troy Junior High and the Future Begins Today. Good morning, I'm Natalie Rolfs, Executive Director of the Future Begins Today, and we just want to say thank you for making the 8th grade Goes to College program a success for the last several years. We've now been able to graduate our first students who participated in this, and we recently had a wonderful testimonial that a student who has been visiting us the last 2 or 3 years in the office has said she's kept her eye on the ball to graduate and go to college and be the first person in her family to pursue a path like this. We support all paths, but this was something that was very meaningful to her. She chose her degree or her major in 8th grade when she took this trip, and she stuck with it, graduated, and had nearly a full ride by the time she entered the doors this year for her first year of school. So thank you very much. Thank you. I'm accepting a thank you and an award for St. Patrick Catholic School as well. Cindy Cathcart wishes to be here, but she had duties at school that didn't allow her to come. She wanted me to share this with you. She wrote this grant request to strengthen their security system. Their current PA system transmits only to the main building of their campus, and their new campus security communication will now allow them to notify every student and staff in the immediate area if an emergency arises. This impact of this phase of their safety plan is immeasurable. We're grateful to the Miami County Foundation for their generous support of this important addition to our school, and I thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Darlene Langhout from We Care Arts. We have a wonderful transition to work program at Tip City High School, Tippecanoe. The Miami County Foundation has been kind enough to support us over the years. We send professional artists out to the developmental disability classes, and these classes are designed for preparing high school students with developmental disabilities for life after graduation. Many times graduation is not until they're 22 years old, so you can imagine it's a long process to prep them, and it's nice to be able to give them a fine arts experience while we're reinforcing some of those skills. In addition, they're supporting what we call Art Cafe. It happens at Zion Church in Tip City, and it's an after-school program for people with developmental disabilities and their families. Often safe environments are hard to find for individuals with developmental disabilities, as well as activities that they can complete on their own. Our classes are accommodating for their ability, so we hold these classes in the church, invite their families, and they have the ability to be in a safe environment, socialize, and grow. So thank you for your support.
Hello, I'm Brett Bogan. I'm representing Free to Run Foundation. We're a nonprofit that was founded in Troy in 2012 to educate the community about human trafficking. The grant that we applied for is for human trafficking education, but specifically for a youth program. Through the desire and commitment of a Troy High School freshman, we are launching this youth program to target students in grades 7 through 12 from any area of school. We've had a couple meetings. We've got kids from a couple different schools already that are starting to attend, and I'm excited for what these group of kids that are passionate about helping other people are going to come up with in the coming months. So we're tentatively calling the group right now Free to Run Youth. We're working on a new name, but you can follow on Instagram and Facebook if you'd like to see what these kids are up to. Thank you.
I'm Major Jody Kramer with the Salvation Army, and we're so grateful for the funds that you've provided for us to help families to stretch their already limited dollars by helping them out with utility assistance and cleaning supplies and hygiene products for the entire family. So thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Jenny Fox with Child Care Choices in Tip City. And with the Miami County Foundation grant, we are continuing our Yoga Lady program. Our Yoga Lady goes into preschools and home care providers and also, teaches them different aspects of how to handle children behavior in positive ways through yoga and deep breathing. And they also get state-approved hours to go with their credits. So thank you.
I'm Ken Kessler, Chairman of the Board of Elders of the Detroit Christian Church. We've received a grant from the Miami County Foundation for the purposes of hosting an annual program called Night to Shine. About 6 years ago, the Tim Tebow Foundation created a program that is a special needs prom in our community. Last year, with the help of the Miami County Foundation, we were really able to exercise people helping people, where we had about 150 special needs people that experienced an event that was unique to them and geared specifically for people helping people.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Bradford, Superintendent of Union Schools, here on behalf of several thankful teachers and one, I think, ecstatic Music Booster Club. We received 8 grant awards, several of which were from English teachers who were looking for individual student copies of novels. So we have several folks that still see the value of holding the book in your hands. No substitute for that. Melissa Harlow, one of our science teachers at the high school, applied for funds for her students to attend a genetics update conference. That's all I'm going to say about that, because that's really a big deal, and I'm no expert in that area. And then Susie Huffman is here on behalf of our music boosters, and they are subsidizing with the grant award another trailer for the program. So very appreciative, and thank you.
Good morning, I'm Gene Gooding, Superintendent of Developmental Schools, and we received 2 grants. First one was for $500 for an agricultural literacy day. We have a very active FFA program. Actually just received first place in the nation yesterday in one of the 5 major categories, so we're very proud of our FFA, and it's because of the work that the Miami County Foundation has done for us over the years. And the big one, $15,000 for a new bus radio system so that our buses can communicate with each other, with us in the office, and more importantly, our school resource officer. And I just want to say again, $15,000. I think you know the size of the Covington School District, very small. And when we can get a grant like this, it allows us to do so many things for our kids. So once again, thank you for the grants, and we will look at the videos.
Hi, my name is Chris Manning. I'm the curator at the Oakville Tower Museum in Troy. And we received a grant to help fund our historic costuming. We received some early 19th century period costuming from Sycamore Springs Clothier, which is a women-owned Miami County-based business. They do a lot of work for organizations like Mount Vernon. So the work that they produce, the costumes, is really nice. And we're really lucky to be able to have those costumes to help interpret our various events and programs. I don't know if you've been to our Yuletide dinners. We have some coming up in 5 weeks, and we'll be wearing those costumes to the Yuletide dinner. So it really helps bring history alive in Miami County.
Hi, my name is Alex Randolph, and I'm with Ronald McDonald House Charities of Dayton, and this funding will help to support overnight guest stays at the Ronald McDonald House for Miami County families. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Christy Ikoa, and I am with Seeds of Hope. And this is our first time applying for this grant because we are about 8 months old. And so Seeds of Hope we help serve local foster and kinship families in our area. So when a child is placed in foster care or maybe through kinship care, then we provide beds if they need it, car seats, clothing, diapers, wipes, those kind of basic essentials for these families because most of the time children in care come with nothing. And so if we can help support these families and these deserving children, then our hope is that they will continue to do this and maybe more people will come alongside them as well.
And I'm Katie Bassel, and this grant is going to help us to continue to set up our office and our workspace. Like Christy said, we are new and we were working out of our basement and garage. And so we have a space now. We're in the back of the Stouter building, and we are going to be using this for computers and printers and just office supplies, as well as some other clothing racks and things that we need to keep us organized and help these families. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Jason Sargent, Chairman of Dewberry Township Board of Trustees, and part of the township's responsibilities is to take care of maintained cemeteries once they become run on money or become in disrepair. And we recently acquired a 100-year-old mausoleum at the edge of Covington that was in disrepair, and so this money will allow us to save that building and start putting a roof on, among other projects to restore it, so that the family buried in there does not have to be moved and it can be safe. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Linda Gephardt from Covington Outreach Association. I'm here on behalf of Cindy Miller, who's our director. We are appreciative of the Miami County Foundation of supporting us with an ongoing humanitarian award for our food pantry and also for utilities and rent assistance for Covington School District residents. We also, I don't know if anyone else has noticed in their food pantry, our food pantry, it seems like the families are down. So we are able now to support our students with a bag full of groceries and snacks to support them throughout the month. It's about a $40 worth of bag of groceries for these students. It's got peanut butter, crackers, and loaf of bread, apples, good things for them to eat. And we've got that to do, and we appreciate all the money that we have received from the Miami County Foundation. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sherry King, and I'm with RT Industries, and our grant money is going on the purchase of a new vehicle and toward first aid kits. Our persons served here, that we take them on outings, they get to explore their community more than they ever did, or else someone we take to jobs where they don't already have transportation. So we thank you for this grant.
My name is Myrna Yoder, and I'm director of Fish of Troy. We operate out of our homes and on a hotline phone. I do a lot of work in my car and on my kitchen counter, and a lot of work in Walmart and the cart. That's where I seem to be these days. We offer financial assistance for many of the same things that other local groups are doing, but the one project we do that involves food is turkey dinners. And we are in the process of registering 70 families throughout the county for a complete, cooked, and ready-to-reheat turkey dinner that is managed through the Krug Deli. And I advise you, if you need to do this for some friends or those that you are around that might need this dinner, we get a basic dinner and we put in a pie, and it comes to about $68. The money from the foundation is going to help offset the cost of this dinner. It's an awesome project. We distribute them on Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and it is the only time that anyone ever sees fish come out of a tank, because we don't have an office, we're just a phone line. Thank you to the foundation. You should see the families when they come to get this box of food. It's wonderful. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Chris Waller, and I am a member of the Troy Lions Club. And a lot of you probably realize that, well, maybe not all of you do, so I'm going to put it out there. One of the reasons why the Troy Lions Club and Lions International exists is because of vision. 1925, Helen Keller came to Cedar Point, Ohio for their convention and asked the Lions to be Knights of the Blind, and they took on that challenge. So if you look in your community, you should find boxes where we are collecting used eyeglasses. Those eyeglasses don't stay in this area because they're a prescription. But because of the foundation, we are able to give brand new eyeglasses to those people in the community who cannot afford it. As a lot of you do know, a lot of your insurances do not cover eyeglasses. And that can be one of the hardest things to do is to figure out, am I going to put food on the table or am I going to get eyeglasses? So we're out there to help anybody who needs eyeglasses. So let us know if you know somebody in your community, because this money is going to help pay for eyeglasses for those in need. So thank you.
Good morning. I'm Jeannie Ward. I'm the Assistant Superintendent at Troy Christian Schools. And this morning, I gratefully accept this grant for our early childhood directors who can't be here. They have to be with all those little ones. And this grant is going to provide an area in our toddler program with connected panels that can be mobile and provide creative spaces for learning, for reading, for play that we've never had before. And I know it will make a big difference for all those little ones. So thank you so much. And just one quick little note. I just want to say to the Miami County Foundation, every time you have this, I go away and just brag about our county, because I'm always amazed at how many organizations we have here that are supporting so many people. We have a lot to be proud of, and so thank you.
Good morning. I'm Emily Knight, Director of Technology for Troy Christian Schools, and I'm here to accept the award for our technology interactive panels that we will be using in our classrooms. Miami County Foundation has supported Troy Christian Schools and our students for many years, and we are so grateful for the resources that we have been able to purchase based on the grants that we have received. And these interactive panels will be replacing our older technology, the smart boards and projector. These panels will be going into our classrooms from elementary school all the way to the high school, and they will provide our teachers with another resource to bring engaging and a more current technology into the classroom, and it's more reliable, and it's just lovely to see our students get their hands on and get several students up there working on projects, and it's just an amazing thing to watch. So we are so grateful. The students and staff of Troy Christian Schools would like to convey our deepest gratitude to the Troy Foundation, Miami County Foundation, sorry. Thank you.
Hi, good morning. My name is Amanda Spoon, and I work as the Development Associate for the Dayton Performing Arts Alliance. We are very, very grateful for this wonderful, wonderful grant. A lot of our education programs, that's what the money is going to go towards, especially the ensembles, the various different ensembles that we have. Some of our programs include Cue Music, where we teach children after school programs. So thank you so, so much. We are very, very grateful.
Good morning, my name is Taylor Stevens, and I'm a math teacher at Newton Local Schools. I'm so thankful for this award to purchase a classroom set of graphing calculators. I'm also accepting an award for English teacher Julie Flory, who is purchasing novels for her 6th grade classroom. And lastly, I'm accepting an award for Mary Beth Anthony, who is purchasing a digital camera for the yearbook and publishing classes. So on behalf of Newton, we're so thankful for these awards and your continued support of our students.
Good morning. Kevin Taylor, also from Newton. I teach band at Newton. I want to thank the Miami County Foundation, especially for something that seems small and trivial. It's just mallet covers and a bass drum this year. But I frequently say that I don't teach music, I teach life through music. In an indirect way, I feel like this kind of helps encourage students to take pride and ownership, kind of develop that skill, like as a parent, we would say, clean up after yourself. So it kind of teaches a lot of kind of life lessons and life values, just as simple as cover your mouths up on a daily basis. Learn the value of taking care of your stuff. So thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Melissa Nichols. I'm the Community Relations Director here at Riverside Miami County Board of Developmental Disabilities. I'm here with Mandy Vi. She's one of our board members. We're very thankful for the donation from the Miami County Foundation. The grant is going to be used to purchase seatbelt covers for individuals who may not be able to communicate for themselves in an emergency situation.
We had a conversation in one of our board meetings that really brought the situation to light. Mandy is a first responder. I'm going to turn it over to her for a moment because she can speak to this situation from 2 angles.
Good morning. So part of my role as a critical care flight nurse and a paramedic is to respond to scenes quickly and transport patients. One of the challenges is when you get to an automobile accident, somebody may not be able to communicate effectively. So with the addition of these seatbelt covers, it's going to allow your local first responders to identify somebody who might be nonverbal or might have some form of disability to kind of help guide their care and treat them appropriately. I also wanted to say thank you as a parent of a son with autism. This helps give me some relief knowing that there is some individuals out in our community who may not have had the funds to purchase an item like this for their child or their loved one. Now they can put it in their on their seatbelt and kind of pretty much be prepared for anything that comes at them. And it will also help your local first responders. So thank you. We appreciate it.
Good morning, I'm Dr. Tony Newman. I'm the Dean of Professional Technical Programs at Edison State Community College, and I'm accepting this grant on behalf of Jill Bob, our Director of Nursing. This grant is going to go towards purchasing temporal thermometers for our nursing training program, and as everybody here would hope, we want our nurses to be on the cutting edge of healthcare. Thank you, and thank you to the Miami County Foundation.
And good morning, I'm Rick Haynes, Vice President of Edison State, also Executive Director of the Edison Foundation. We are excited to receive grant funds to support our music education clinic. This year we're bringing a classical trio group in, open to all public and private schools in Miami County. It's a clinic, 2 different versions this year on December the 5th. So excited about that. Thank you, Miami County Foundation.
I'm Matt Meyer, Director of Student Services at the Upper Valley Career Center. 6 years ago, we partnered with New Creation out of Tip City to provide on-site mental health counseling 2 days a week. We see anyone regardless of their ability to pay. And this year we went to 4 days per week. We're already full, so we're looking to go to 5 days a week. So this grant will be used to help pay for those kids that do not have Medicaid or insurance. So thank you to the Miami County Foundation.
Good morning, I'm Dwayne Cottle, I'm the Director of the Adult Division at Upper Valley Career Center. And this morning we are accepting this for our Aspire program, which helps, this specifically will be for GED testing. So adults in the community who can't quite afford to pay for the test and the cost of testing, this money will help offset that. So thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Lexi Richter. I'm the Adult Day Supervisor at the Rehabilitation Center for Neurological Development. Our Adult Day program services individuals 18 plus with developmental disabilities. We are accepting this grant to purchase a new touchscreen computer. It's for individuals that don't necessarily have the fine motor skills to navigate a mouse. So this will be great for them to be able to interact with educational games and activities. Thank you so much to Miami County Foundation.
Good morning, I'm Jessica Weikert. I am Chief at Union Township Flag Squad. We are very grateful and excited to accept the grant to purchase new MDTs for each of our apparatus. An MDT is a mobile data terminal that gives us a direct connection to Miami County Dispatch. In real time, we can get updates on road conditions, patient condition or changes, and allows us to communicate with the dispatch center without taking up radio time. So thank you so much.
I'm Brad Zimmerman, the principal of Pickle Catholic. I am here on behalf of, I think I did that last time. We are receiving 4 different grants this morning. Thank you. Receiving a grant on behalf of our preschool to improve our security. In our K-8 building, we improved our security with the help of the foundation. There's this clear film, security film that goes on the windows, and it's supposed to slow down an intruder and basically prevent them from getting into either the building or a classroom. So we're receiving that grant for our preschool, which is going to be awesome. Also, a grant for Chromebooks, 20 new Chromebooks. We are officially now one-to-one, second grade through 8th grade, so thank you to them for that. And also, very excited about this one. This is a program called Success Maker. It's an adaptive learning technology for our students. Essentially what it does is the students take a diagnostic assessment and then it takes them on their own learning path. So really looking forward to that. And then also a field trip that our 8th graders are going on. So again, thank you, Miami County Foundation, for all of these.
Hi, my name is Jim Stamen. I'm the treasurer of the Bethany Center in Pickwa, and I'm receiving this grant on behalf of Wilma Earl and Kathy Large, who are directors at the Bethany Center. And this will help us serve our Thanksgiving meal as well as our Christmas meal. So thank you very much, Miami County Foundation.
Hi, I'm Dottie Carter. I'm here on behalf of the Bradford Community Club. This past spring, I seen a need in the Bradford Village for a summer lunch program. I know there was a lot of kids in the school, and the majority of our schools free and reduced lunches. So through generous donations to businesses and fundraisers we had, we were able to serve a hot meal every day, Monday through Friday, and then we sent home weekend lunches with them as well. We served 3,942 lunches. We grew shoes for the shoeless. They give us 120 pair of shoes. And then through the petitions in town, we were able to give all the kids a haircut to go back to school. So thank you so much for your generous donation. We're able to continue to consider. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Christine Selman. I am a member of the Board of Directors for Girls on the Run of Dayton. We offer a positive youth development program for girls in the 3rd through 8th grade. It's curriculum-based and taught by volunteer coaches. It's intended to help build self-esteem in young girls, pride in who they are as individuals. We help them build positive relationships with one another and throughout their networks, whether it be family, classmates, church, community, and then we also teach them the value of and just what they can give back to their communities, and we do community service projects with them as well. Each year, over about 50 to 60% of our girls or their families request financial assistance to enable their girls to participate. Last year, that amounted to more than $100,000 for our small organization. We serve Clark, Greene, Miami, and Montgomery counties, so the funds from the Miami County Foundation will help us cover the cost of the participants from Miami County, so we greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
My name is Dick Steinman, and I'm from St. Patrick's Soup Kitchen, and we will use this grant for our Christmas dinner. We serve 1,500 people on Christmas Day. We tell the people to stay home, stay around the Christmas tree, and we deliver the meals to them at their home. So it's kind of a way to keep families together. And we'd also like to thank the foundation. We've been in business for 23 and a half years, and I believe the foundation was the first grant that we received 23 and a half years ago. So they've been supporting us for 23 and a half years, and we really appreciate that. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Stephanie Silk. I'm the Executive Director of the Miami County Dental Clinic. I want to thank the Miami County Foundation for the generous grant for the purchase of a new sensor for our radiograph machine. And that's a fancy term for the thing you put in your mouth that takes an x-ray. So thank you for that, we appreciate it. We also received an ongoing humanitarian grant to provide exams for the uninsured folks that we take care of at our clinic. So thank you again.
Good morning, I'm Nikki Shirk. I'm the Executive Director of CASA GAL of Miami County. That's Court-Appointed Special Advocates. We have volunteers who advocate for children who are in the court system in our county because of abuse and neglect. And the grant that we received. We are so thankful to be able to help provide Christmas for those kids that we serve. Many of them are living in kinship care placements, and they don't have the ability to provide Christmas. So we make sure that every child, especially based on their background, can have a positive Christmas.
Hello, my name is Jessica Adams. I am with the OSU Extension Office here in Miami County. And I just want to go ahead and thank the Miami County Agricultural Leadership Fund for the grant to provide educational posters for the fairgrounds. And we are going to utilize the opportunity to communicate with the public about the importance of washing your hands, wearing sunscreen, drinking lots of water. Also provide facts about the animals that they would see in the particular barns. And then also some facts about Miami County agriculture. So thank you.
Good morning. This is such an inspiring way to start a Friday. So I really enjoy hearing about everyone's grants and the great work that you're doing. My name is Alicia Barton, and I'm here also at the OSU Extension Office. The grant that we received today, which we are very grateful for, is going to allow us the opportunity to provide a class called Dining with Diabetes, which we do in partnership with the Health Partners Free Clinic. We're very grateful for them and their partnership as well. But it's a diabetes education program that teaches diabetes management as well as prevention. So we are grateful for the opportunity to offer this free for all of 2020, and thank you for that support.
Well, my name is Jeff Garrett. I'm the camp administrator at Ludlow Falls Camp. And well, we're one of the first-time recipients. We're very grateful and thank you for that. Next year, 2020, Ludlow Falls Camp is going to be 100 years old. So we've been around a long time servicing people for religious groups, for service nonprofit organizations, for schools. Some of you have been on our grounds, and a lot of you remember the lights that were on our grounds for all those years, and some of you visited those. And right now, if you've never had those 100 years, kind of a water place where kids can go and swim. We've had the creek, the falls, but we haven't had a water place. So this is helping us to develop a pond system.
Hello, my name is Vicki Nicely Henry. I'm the health educator with Miami County Public Health. And through the generous donations of the Miami County Foundation, we are able to start a community cleanup program. With these funds, we will be purchasing a trailer and all of the equipment in it to complete community cleanup projects. And we're really excited about that because not only will the health department be coordinating these community cleanup events, but local agencies throughout Miami County will be able to also utilize this trailer and the equipment in it to do their own cleanup projects. So we are super excited about being able to do this. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Pam Rice, and I am the director at the Fletcher United Methodist Preschool. We offer preschool there for children 3 to 5 years old getting ready to go into kindergarten. We've been there many years, but most of our materials are secondhand or very worn, and so this grant will provide funds for us to purchase manipulatives so that the children can use those to develop fine motor skills, language development, as well as academic skills. We are very excited to get this. The children are going to be really excited to have new things, and we thank the Miami County Foundation very much.
Good morning. My name is Willie Watson. I am here to humbly and graciously accept donations from the Foundation for both New Path and you. Our support for New Path is humanitarian and ongoing support to support our food pantries located in Tip City and Pickle, and also to help individuals and families get caught up on back rent and utility bills. The assistance provided to give today will help us to continue to purchase equipment, which we loan out to families that cannot afford medical equipment for their rehabilitation, and also for modest building improvements at our location in Covington. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Justin Covey. I'm the Executive Director of Health Partners Free Clinic. We're the sole free clinic serving Miami County. We provide primary care provider visits, prescription medications, labs and diagnostics, all at no cost. Imagine going to your doctor's office, seeing the doctor, getting your medications, to be able to get your blood drawn, make sure those medications are working before leaving the office. That's what we do 5 days a week. We just simply wouldn't exist without Miami County Foundation. To date, we've received over $100,000 from this foundation to do what we do. We don't charge, we don't bill, we don't receive any federal funding, and it's put us in a position with the current environment of healthcare to really cover the gaps for the community for those who can afford it. So I would say thank you, but I would say that we don't exist without Miami County Foundation. And the collaboration that you're hearing amongst all these organizations that have come up here, it's because of the interlocking web that the foundation creates. So we're just so grateful.
Good morning, my name is Leona Sargent. I am the exhibit coordinator at the Troy Intercultural Center in Troy, Ohio. I would like to thank the Miami County Foundation for this grant that will help us with a traveling exhibit that we currently have on display, along with some collaborative events that are happening. I don't usually use notes or read, but today I'm going to because I don't want to miss anything. The exhibit is called Young at Art, a selection of Caldecott book illustrations. And it consists of works from Wichita Museum of Art's permanent collection and celebrates the vision and talent of 28 award-winning artists, including the first Caldecott award-winning recipient, Dorothy Lathrop, from 1938. Two-time winner, Chris Van Allsburg, and Maurice Sendak, whose work Where the Wild Things Are, like Van Allsburg's Jumanji and the Polar Express, were adopted for the big screen. These illustrations are widely recognized not only as artistic classics in children's literature, but also as the source of countless beloved memories for the young and young at heart. Most of you all know that your first memories of your storybooks or the books that you read with your parents, a lot of them were Caldecott award-winning books and illustrations. We actually have on display the original award-winning work of Jumanji by Van Allsburg. Some of our events that we are having in conjunction with the exhibit. Last Saturday was our Boo Bash, which was a free family event, and our theme was Storybook Edition. So the kids walked through, and their families walked through like a fairy tale land that we built in the Hainer Center. This evening, you can come and see for free Jumanji at 7:30 p.m. On November 9th, Tim Bowers, who is an award-winning illustrator of children's books, is going to come and do a presentation at the Hainer Center. He's also a Troy native. This is free and open to the public. You just have to come and get a free ticket. And this grant is helping to pay for all of these things. Altrusa International of Troy is hosting some story times at the Hainer Center. Those are November 6th, 13th, and 20th. Once again, you have to register for those, but they're going to read some of the stories that are on display at the Hainer Center right now. Just kind of connecting the dots. We're doing a collaborative thing with the Miami County Public Library. They're going to show an interactive film, The Polar Express, on November 13th. You know, all you educators out there, this is a free field trip. It'll be on display through November 30th. If you want a guided tour, just call us. We'll arrange that. Thanks so much, Miami County Foundation.
Good morning, I'm Cindy Hart-Bagel, and I'm on the board of a canine rescue, rehabilitation, and rehoming organization here in Miami County. And today I'm representing our sister organization called CAT, which is Cat Advocates of Troy. And what they do is they go out in the community and look for stray and feral feline communities that need to be fixed, the cats that need to be spayed or neutered, and then they return them. It's called TNR, Trap, Neuter, Spay, and Return. So the TNR program is taking off in Miami County. In the past 6 months, CAT Advocates of Troy is a rather new organization. So in the past 16 months, you have brought to our attention that there is a need, and they have, with the help of Miami County Foundation, they have spayed and neutered over 643 cats in our community. And trust me, there are a lot more out there that need to be done. So if you have stray and feral cats in your community that are not ear-tipped, because the vet offices that we take them to, they typically will ear-tip them. If you have stray and feral cats in the community, or you live next to a business where you see a lot of stray and feral cats, please contact Cat Advocates of Troy, because these funds will help to spay, neuter, and vet any medical issues that are out there for those stray and feral felines. We'll be happy to take care of. Again, helps thanks to Miami County Foundation.
Good morning, I'm Rebecca Susek. I'm the Executive Director of Piqua Compassion Network, and you'll have to forgive me, I've had a little bit of double work this week, so I'm pleased to be here representing our board and our volunteers and all of the Piqua and Miami County community that receives help from the Miami County Foundation. We started 12 years ago, a little over 12 years ago, providing Christian hope, education, and basic needs assistance for those in crisis. And in 2017, we had the opportunity to develop a new program called Celebrate Recovery for those who are going through addiction and for the family members based on the opioid crisis that we had. Since we started that program, we've had over 2,000 people come through that program in Little Piqua, in just our little area up there where we rent space in the True Vine, the former Grace United Methodist Church. And families, people who have been in addiction, people who have come through addiction, we've gathered the faith community together, and we have people that walk alongside to help those that are looking for that second chance. And I am so pleased to accept this award from the Miami County Foundation, because we have the opportunity now to take this into the Miami County Jail and be able to get those folks before coming out and help direct them also into those basic needs assistance to get that second chance and to help them get established when they come out. I have to tell you, we've had so many families that come through that are working, they're thriving, they're getting children back, they're kicking addiction, and the families are walking alongside, and the community, Miami County Foundation, and so many of you that are partners with Piqua Compassion Network are helping to make that happen in our fabulous county. So thank you from the bottoms of our heart, Piqua Compassion.
Morning, I'm Barb Holman, the director of the Family Abuse Shelter. And as somebody who's rescued 3 homeless cats, thanks for supporting advocates for cats. This morning I'm accepting a check toward our building fund. The Family Abuse Shelter is in the process of a capital campaign. We're building a new shelter for women and children where we shelter people who have experienced homelessness or domestic violence. Over the years, our services have really grown, and our facility never has, and we're just running out of space. The new facility, we're actually going to increase our bed space from 22 beds to 40, and we're going to become handicap accessible, which is huge because we have a growing population of people that are ending up homeless that have health problems and that are aging. The funds through this grant are actually going to help support what we're calling an adults-only quiet room. Where when we do have older people, if you can imagine, last year we sheltered 461 people, and our place can get a little crazy at times. So if you happen to be 70, 80, and you're around that all day, sometimes you want a little bit of a break. The Miami County Foundation was the first funder who actually got our funding kicked off when we started the capital campaign. Through a memorial gift made in honor of Cheryl Stifel Francis. So I want to acknowledge that. This is the second one. This grant that they have given us is an amount of $25,000, and I'm so excited, and all I can say is yay. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Addie. I'm also with the Family Abuse Shelter. I'm also here to say thank you for Miami County Foundation for the humanitarian grant that helps the shelters with utilities and supplies. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Carla Serber, and I'm here on behalf of the Bradford Public Library. And with regret, Mr. Biesecker and Mrs. Lehman could not be here today, but I'm going to represent for you that a statement that she made. She's very thankful for the document scanner that you've given a grant for $525. But she's particularly wanted me to let you know that the mission of the Bradford Public Library is to be a center of lifelong learning through the collection, technology, and historical materials. And that they believe that preserving the historical collection with the help of technology can not only make our vast collections available to more people, but it can also save space in our increasingly crowded history room. The new document scanner that is provided by this grant will enable the Bradford Public Library to continue to digitize the yearbook collections without sending them off-site, scanning the historical books without damaging delicate spines, scan artifacts and historical photos as well as newspaper articles. They are truly grateful, and we in Bradford are truly grateful for your continued support. Thank you again.
Good morning. My name is Michelle Glick. I'm the president of the Bradford PTO. And I'm here today to accept a grant to help our elementary K through 2 students. This grant will help pay for new tablets to be used in the classrooms. So again, we'd like to thank you.
My name is Joe Hurst. I'm the superintendent of Bradford Exempted Village School District. I'd like to thank the foundation for the $6,000 grant to help our security measures. We're going to build an additional barrier between student traffic and car traffic in our district, along with putting film on windows to help minimize the amount of exposure our kids walking down the main hallway would have to outside traffic if anybody that would want to come in and do harm. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lisa Santucci. I'm the director of the Tip City Public Library. Thank you to the Miami County Foundation. Without this grant, we could never afford this computer. It's a special computer that are for small children, pre-readers, to get them excited about reading. There's music, imagery, and very expensive software. We're very appreciative. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Carol Garber, and I'm the Activities Director at the Milton Union Senior Center, and this is my husband, John. We're here to thank you so much. This is a little bit different. We're going to be able to replace and repair our catch basins in our parking lot. The Milton Union Senior Center is kind of different. We operate only on donations and the rental of our building. And that has been going on for over 50 years. It's getting harder. And we have just been so blessed with the grants that we've received from the foundation to keep our doors open. We currently have over 90 members coming to our center, and we offer a lot of not only fun things, but educational things. We try to help families with their, when they have issues with Alzheimer's or need home health care. Sometimes it's hard, especially when you're an adult and you have no family in the area, and that gets hard. So we try to reach out and keep all our members and the community educated. And we thank you again for this blessing. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Ralph Warner with Eastern Union Township, and I'd like to thank the Miami County Foundation for their ongoing grants to help our food pantry. And also, we help people with utilities and rent. So my thanks again for that ongoing grant.
Hi, I'm Laura Wolford. I'm the choir director at Bethel Local Schools, and I'm so grateful today to be here accepting this grant. We are taking our band and our choirs to Nashville in March to compete in the Heritage Festival and to have a really wonderful immersive experience learning about the culture of music in Nashville. And this grant is going to allow our students to get a backstage tour of the Grand Ole Opry and see a show there, and most importantly, we'll be able to perform in the Opry Plaza. And this will be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for these students, something that they'll take with them and will influence them as they leave school to continue to keep music in their lives. I'm also accepting a grant for our art teacher, Marie Lindsay, who is unable to be here. She's going to be able to purchase 8 professional art easels
And we're both so grateful for the support from the foundation for the visual and performing arts in our schools over the years. There are so many things we've been able to do and been able to use to enhance their education in the arts, and we cannot do it without the support of this foundation. So thank you.
Hi, my name is Erin Bailey, and I'm an English language learner teacher at Bethel Local Schools. And on behalf of our whole ELL department, I'd like to thank the Miami County Foundation. Through the grant that you have provided, we'll be able to purchase 16 Chromebook flips. So we'll be able to be used both as like a computer as well as a tablet. So we'll be able to put different apps and programs that we use to help our students in their development and the English language and listening, speaking, reading, and writing. We have about 170 students district-wide now, so we're very grateful for this grant. So thank you, Miami County Foundation.
Hello, I am Megan Calico from Miami County Recovery Council. I am here to accept this on behalf of Tom Granson, our Executive Director. He's planning to make it today. This grant will help support our Hope House, which is an opiate detox program. It was opened approximately 3 years ago in Troy. So I want to thank Miami County Foundation for your support. Thank you.
I was a platoon sergeant 100 years ago. I don't need this. I represent Little Lockington United Methodist Church. And over the last 10 years, we have served over 12,000 families, giving them at least a week, maybe 10 days of food. We have them to march down our church and pick out the food that they want for the next 10 days or so. I thank God for every one of you, but I do believe that our church gets more bang for the buck over all of you, simply because we give the government $500 a month, they give us $5,000 worth of food, and we get rid of it. People cry on my shoulder. Thank you. I had nothing in my house. Thank you. But if anyone in your church comes up with a suggestion that you provide a food pantry just like ours, you get right in front of them and hit them in the mouth as hard as you can. Because I'm telling you, I've got to beg. We'll take convicts for help. We'll take anybody. It takes about 30 of us. And you'll be tired at the end of that distribution. I personally, over the last 10 years, going home, take 2 naps, get up, take a shower, go to bed. It takes me about Tuesday to get over it. I don't know how much longer we can keep this up. I look at the board of trustees, and I must tell you, I've seen younger faces on cash. The guys in the nursing home right now, broken hip. And the nurse said, you should get the younger. He said, lady, I'm 75. I'm the young one in my church. That's what I'm going through. So thank you, Miami County Foundation. Thank you. Hoorah! Let's get on.
Okay, so that's a hard act to follow. I'm Shelley Calvert, and I am the Director of Reading for Change, and also part-time director with Leo's Birthday Parties. And I have with me Carrie Ann Gaines, and she is the program director for both. We tag team both of the nonprofits because, as you all know, it's hard for a fledgling nonprofit to have full-time staff. We are accepting a grant today from the Miami County Foundation for Reading for Change, and we literally jumped up and down when we got it. Reading for Change is an after-school literacy program for kids in grades kindergarten through 4th who are reading below their level. So we are a tutoring program, and our teachers are retired or current reading specialist teachers. And so these kids are getting great help after school. So many of them are coming that we needed tables, chairs, and dividers to kind of help keep things in order. and that's what we'll be using the money for, so we're super grateful. I also want to mention, we're the ones that put the colorful flyer on your chair for the Princess Pirate Superhero Ball, so if you know any cuties, come help support with that event. And that's it, thanks.
Hi, I'm Keith Meyer. I'm commander of Chanel Westfall, Post 184, the American Legion. I'd like to thank the Miami County Grant Foundation, their business partner and directors. This is going to help us resurface our parking lot, which it's not just a parking lot. The parking lot has many uses. I'm also director of the search and rescue team, All-Star Canines. The Legion lets us use the parking lot to stage our training areas. The parking lot's also used for staging of the Memorial Day parade, the cars for the people that ride in the parade. Piqua Fire Department uses it for their training, and it's also used for a helipad for care flight. So it's not just a parking lot, but I wanted to thank all of you for giving us this grant. We are going to resurface that here shortly. Thank you.
I am Carol Jackson, the Executive Director for Partners in Hope, and I would like to express a lot of appreciation for the Miami County Foundation over the years for this ongoing grant support, which provides utility assistance to people in our community, and also all of the other organizations that we collaborate with to help support our families and individuals in this community. Thank you.
I'm Sue Parker with the Miami County Continuum of Care. I don't need this because I'm a mom, but I am going to be an adult today and act right. How many board members, past and present, in here of ours? Come on. Yeah, so this is why you have to act like an adult. We have been in existence for 23 years. Thankfully, we received a grant that's going to help us redesign our website, one thing off my list, and some display materials, no more glue and scissors for me. And then also, this is the exciting one, we have a program that's called Rides to Work. If you've ever heard of that, it's exactly what it sounds like. We help people that do not have reliable transportation get to work. We run all 3 shifts, and we are on track to give over 8,000 rides this year, which is pretty tremendous if you think of the economic benefit of that. So we are working hard to launch residents in Piqua with businesses in Piqua. So part of the grant will help us kind of strategically plan that. So thank you for the grant. And I wanted to introduce Tim Krug. He's the Director of Transportation, and thank goodness, because he's a wizard at getting everybody scheduled and to their jobs. Did you want to say anything?
Thanks so much, Miami County Foundation. Like she said, we're on track to do over 8,000 rides this year. We broke a record every month this year. Blessed to say that in September we gave over 850 rides. And it's your ongoing help, especially with this grant, gasoline, maintenance, and so on. Thank you.
Something. Every other month, the Continuum hosts a meeting, and we refer to it as the full Continuum meeting. Many of you in this room go to that. Everybody is welcome. If you'd like more information, see me afterwards. Thanks.
Good morning. My name is Greg Southers. I'm the building principal at Tippecanoe Middle School. I'd like to thank the foundation for their continued support of Tipp City Schools. This grant will go to support students at Broadway Elementary, Nevin Coppick Elementary, and the middle school. It covers a wide range of programs from a fine skills motor kit to programs from Boonshoff Museum of Discovery and the Rockman. And my building is to support a reading program. So again, I want to thank the foundation for the generosity. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do these things.
I'm Martin English with the Tippecanoe STEM Education Incorporated, and a goal of the Tippecanoe High School Science Department and Tippecanoe STEM Education is to provide students with the opportunity to collect and analyze data using the same 21st century equipment and technology they will encounter in college and in tomorrow's STEM workplace. This grant, when added to 5 other funding sources, will allow the purchase of a total of $10,000 in digital sensors, meters, and software to allow students in all science classes to collect, analyze, and share data in the classroom, even using their own smartphones. So thank you for this generous support.
I'm Jordan Nepper. I'm the Executive Director of the Pickle Arts Council, and in the interest of time, I'm not going to tell you what we did. But I am going to thank the Miami County Foundation for helping us be able to tell you what we do better by giving us this grant to redevelop our website and find a social media coordinator for us for the next year. So, when you want to find out what we do, check out our Facebook, check out our Instagram, check out our brand new website. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Doug Wick. I'm a science teacher at Troy Junior High, and we are accepting this grant for a field trip to the Wapakoneta Air and Space Museum to kind of help celebrate the 50th anniversary of our first moon landing, and we're very thankful.
Good morning, I'm Kimma Cunningham, and I am pastor at Richards Chapel, United Methodist Church in Troy. We are excited to accept this grant from the Miami County Foundation and really grateful for it for our lunch program. Monday through Thursday, every week, Monday through Thursday, throughout the year, take a couple of breaks during the holidays. We serve individuals a hot, nutritious lunch. We are working on a couple of things just in terms of doing better at making those lunches more healthy. And just really grateful that we're able to serve people. I know that it's a lunch program, and so that means it's food, but we understand that it's really about serving people, and it's really about making those connections and helping people feel valued, giving them a space and opportunity to come together and feel better about their day. We try to give them a word of encouragement as well, and just work with people to see that they're doing okay. So we really thank you for this grant.
Hi, I'm Matt Seifring. I'm the principal at Van Cleve 6th grade building. With Troy City Schools, we're fortunate to receive a grant from the Miami County Foundation for the continued support of our character education program, the Trojan Way. This year focusing on the character traits of togetherness, resiliency, ownership, and you matter. Yes, the acronym spells Troy. Very creative. But thank you to the foundation and everyone involved for the continued support of the education of all of our students. Thank you.
And I'm the last person. So, I'm here representing Miami East Local Schools. My name is Dodie Trossel-Patton, and I am an intervention specialist at Miami East Junior High. I want to thank the Miami County Foundation for their support in our schools over the years, and I would like to accept 2 grants for the high school FFA program. One of them is for personal learning kits, and the other one has to do with a hands-on sandbox exhibit that I just learned about today, and I cannot wait to see this because apparently it involves technology and creating 3D images. And then also I would like to accept a grant for my classroom students. I am, like I said, a special education teacher, and my students are all reading very low, very much below grade level. And so my grant is going to pay for personalized CD players that will support them in their AR books. They desperately want to read books that are on the same level as their peers, and so through the use of personal CD players, they will now be able to have books with CDs available to them so that they can take AR tests just like their normal peers that they go to school with. We're going to start with the Tip City Library because they have an excellent selection of AR books and go from there. So thank you, Miami County Foundation, for this money, and it's going to be used for some wonderful things.
Let's have a round of applause for all of you. Who did not pick up their check, it is on the table over here, so when we conclude, feel free to grab that. This time, I'd like to welcome to the podium and introduce our Executive Director, Carolyn Eisen.
Okay, hopefully I don't follow. I just said, wow. When we read these applications that come in, you bring it to life with your words, so it's great. I get to do the rules and regs, so here you go. In your envelopes, you got your check, the most important part, but there's two other pieces of paper in there. One is the agreement that states you're not going to take your check and go to Mexico. You're actually going to use it for the award that you asked for. And the other one is your report. So we like to hear how things went. We like to tell your stories. So please, when you get finished with your project, make sure you fill that in, send it back to me with any, email me. Please do it electronically, your pictures, any type of thing that we can put on social media, in our newsletters, in our annual report. This is important for us to be able to tell your story about things that you're doing, and this is how we go about doing that. So don't send me actual photographs. Please send them electronically. That's the best way for me to be able to deal with those. Make sure you get the report back to us, otherwise you are ineligible to receive a grant ever again. So it's a very important piece of paper. Tack it up, make yourself a note, make sure it gets to me. It has to be back by August 20th. Those of you in the room that are humanitarian, your reports have to be back to me in January. So that's coming out pretty close. So we appreciate everything you're doing in this community. Thank you very much.
In closing, a lot of people mentioned things about being inspired and about what's special regarding Miami County. And I think what really resonated with me listening to all the wonderful programs that you're all working on is hope. And I think that we live in a world where we're inundated by negativity all the time. And to get to sit in a room and hear about the wonderful things that you're doing for the folks in our communities who need us the most is truly inspiring. So thank you very much on behalf of the Board of Directors and our Executive Director for all the work that you're doing. Thank you to Riverside, to Superintendent Brian Green and the staff at Riverside for your hospitality. What a wonderful venue for us to be able to host this event in. So thank you very much and for getting things set up and being such good partners. Thank you to our Board of Directors for all your work. And lastly, once again, thank you to everybody in this room for making a difference in our communities. With that, we will conclude our program. Please stick around for refreshments and have a wonderful day. Bye.